from PlebLab, it's Austin, Texas. This is Stacker News Live!
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Stacker News Live. My name's Car. I'm with my BFFFFF forever, Keyan. How's your week, man?
Oh, it was good. Yeah, there were events. Lots of stuff was happening in Austin, which was pretty cool. Lots of folks. There was a party here at PlebLab. People were dancing on tables, just getting wild.
No, they weren't.
Come on, no, they don't know.
The Stackers
we want them to think we have a great, fun life.
Stackers want the truth, Keyan. No, it has been a busy week in Austin. If you don't know, if you're out there listening, Stackers, we have a BitBlock Boom here. So Gary and company who run that conference have taken over the town. It's orange. The whole place is orange. So we've been getting a lot of Bitcoiners. I had Madrix Baklava just now at the conference.
No.
He introduced a new baklava. This should be on Stacker News. I should post it on there. It's like a
new flavor.
It's like a turtle thing that he has wrapped. I don't know what it was called, but it's delicious.
Caramel or like
what do you call those
chocolate?
Yeah, it's like a chocolate turtle that you wrap in baklava. It was it was pretty boss. Yeah, we just been over there. We have like a little booth we're doing with Michael from Moshi. It's high vibes, man. High vibes in the Hilton.
Yeah, Michael wasn't wearing a hat today. It was not. It was a special occasion.
Yeah, and we'll get into more of all the BitBlock Boom stuff because I'm sure the Stackers want to know how that's going. Yeah, with that, let's get to the top 10. If you've never listened to this show before, this is where we do the top 5 stories on Stacker.news. If you don't know what Stacker.news is, it's the best place, front page of Bitcoin to earn sats. Literally, there's people like Siggy making a living doing this. It's pretty remarkable. I earn a lot of sats during the week, and I do like maybe 5 minutes here and there, and easy way to get sats. So what we do is we can run through the top five stories of the week on Stacker News, and then we talk about it. First top story is I was a well-paid blockchain Web3 dev for years, but became disillusioned. This is from Michelson Morley, 83 comments, 5,000K boost, 15.5 cents. It's a Bitcoin post.
Yeah, this was pretty cool. I was really excited when I saw this because I was like, whoa. We came on to Stacker News to talk about it too. Like I suspect this happens occasionally, but like actually recording it doesn't seem to happen very frequently. Yeah, but it seemed like he was, kind of a big Web3 guy.
Mm-hmm.
And he was it said he was working at Vogue. And then he was
photography or what?
He was like, no, he's like a head of an NFT project at Vogue. And he had this realization when he was trying to explain it to people, like the project to people and what the value of the project was. And it occurred to him there's like no value in it. and so he kind of switched over. And now he's been really excited about Lightning, apparently. He's just, he's really stoked on being able to send money, like, very small amounts of money that, instantly settle more or less. And yeah, very excited to have him. And people are,
it looks like people are congratulating him.
Yeah.
I got Shy Fire in the comments. It says, Vitalik, what's up with that guy? He's clearly smart, but ETH is such a scam. Don't know what to make of it, to be honest. And then Michelson, the OP, says, I have nothing but respect for the man. He's clearly smarter and better engineer than I am. With that said, I don't find him interesting at all. Reading the white paper for Ethereum and comparing it to Satoshi's makes it incredibly clear that Vitalik cares about financial instrumentation rather than decentralized trustless economic systems. A switch to proof of stake made this pretty clear, of course. Yeah, Cantillon effect.
Yeah, I thought that was a pretty great comment. I wouldn't have been able to articulate, what, the type of builder that Vitalik is or what his interests are, but the fact describing Vitalik as being mostly interested in financial instrumentation was pretty cool. And then there are other parts in the thread here that I was reading through where Michelson goes over him and his friends' dislike of the move to proof of stake and how they were proof of work maxis, and that might be part of his disillusionment.
I heard that once this week from another Web3 person. Yeah, that is interesting, right? Yeah. Pal Maximus out there on the Ethereum chain.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah, BTC Manual says, do you think a lot of developers feel like you or more devs just drinking the Kool-Aid of the marketing and management circle jerk? And then Michelson said, I don't know. No one I know liked the move to prove a stake. So basically what you said, they looked at it like a betrayal. Interesting. Yeah, check it out, stackers. Looks like we got another one. And I think it's just going to happen more and more and more.
Yeah.
I shared this one on Nostr this week. So I think this is just a move. I've seen it here in Austin. I think you've seen it, Keyan.
We're seeing it. The other thing is Michelson has been, I think he told, what did he's kind of a doomer when it comes to Stacker News. He was telling me today that he thinks Stacker News is
high signal.
No, he says it's a doomer. He's like,
is it really?
Yeah,
Wow.
he's like a doomer. He's like, he told me today that he thinks it will ultimately fail. The business model is flawed.
Wow.
Kind of really, you know, I was asking people to say why people should not use Stacker News. And this was generally his take, is that it's doomed to fail.
Wow.
On a number of points.
Hey, if you're doing a startup and people aren't telling you that,
you're not doing a startup, because that's what they tell you when you're doing a startup.
It's literally what they tell everybody. So also, I think it was Parker that said it on Startup Day. If you're doing a startup and people aren't copying you, then you know you're headed in the wrong direction. So there's that too.
Heyo.
Yeah. We got the next top story is from zaplocker.com. A non-custodial Lightning address server, quotations, no node needed, exclamation point. This is a super testnet post. 23 comments, 13.3K sats, August 24th Bitcoin post. Keyan, what is this?
Yeah. So Alex Gladstein has, you know, with his bounty program he's doing at the HRF, has motivated a bunch of people to move on certain problems that we've been having on Lightning, or maybe not problems, but things that he would like to see addressed from like a human rights standpoint, and make Bitcoin more useful for, you know, oppressed people everywhere. And one of them was non-custodial Lightning addresses, because Lightning addresses are used on Nostr. They're more and more frequently like the default payment method everyone uses because they're so convenient. And, you know, so Super set out to build a non-custodial implementation, and Zaplocker is it. He's like right outside here fixing a bug at it, but we were going to have him talk today, but he's a little busy fixing a bug. But it's pretty cool. I mean, as he admits, the it does quite a bit of work to make this happen. But it works. It's functional. And so it's really cool.
Yeah, he was debuting this yesterday at the BitBlock Boom workshops, and he had a lot of really interesting questions, and a lot of the crowd were paying attention. I think he's getting a lot of feedback. There is one particular person, I won't dox him, but he was saying, "Hey, have you looked into this because of security or privacy things?" So I know he's getting a lot of feedback right now, and I think that's his way of like going in there and fixing it. I've tried using it on a couple of things on my end, but it's just not there just quite yet. But I imagine by the end of the week it will be, or by the end of the weekend. And yeah, check out the GitHub if you haven't already. It's Super is always going for really high level Bitcoin stuff.
Something new, something different.
He's always pushing it to the limits. So definitely check it out if you're interested, or you know, maybe help him. Looks like he has 3 forks on it. So
yeah, that makes sense.
Looks like people are contributing in some way. The next top story is I'm moving to Argentina to teach about Bitcoin. Let's talk about Javier Milei. This is a 11,300 cents, 43 comments from Running Bitcoin, August 21st Bitcoin post. What is this?
Yeah, so Running Bitcoin is an Argentinian American. So he's originally from Argentina, moved to America, and he's moving back, or they are moving back to Argentina to work for My First Bitcoin, which is something that was, I think, started in El Salvador, following El Salvador adopting Bitcoin as legal tender. But now it seems to be moving on elsewhere in South America. But he basically kind of gives a rundown of what's actually going on politically in Argentina right now. There's elections going on, and I guess one of the candidates is arguing that they should get rid of the Argentinian central bank. They're experiencing 120% year-over-year inflation. Everyone who lives there doesn't doesn't bother with Argentinian pesos anymore. They switch immediately to dollars if they have the option to. And so that's, the idea. What he's saying is Javier Milei, what he's trying to do is get rid of the central bank so that money can compete. And most people are assuming this means that he's dollarizing the country, but really what it means is he's not forcing people to use the Argentine peso. And so he's mostly just correcting our perception of it, because a lot of what we're seeing in the media is that he's dollarizing the country, which is usually this kind of doomy thing where a country is admitting defeat, and also kissing the ring of the United States. And in this case, that's not what's going on. There's a lot of interesting factoids in here, like how much of, I think it's like 60% of the IMF's balance sheet is Argentina or Argentina. And yeah, very cool. I was very excited to see this.
Yeah, I think I've heard from quite a few people good things about Mi Primera Bitcoin. That's my first Bitcoin where he's going back to go work with. So that's cool to see. We have some comments in there. This is from Ventino. It says, hola, great initiative running Bitcoin. And congrats for kicking it off. If you guys blankety blank need any support, please let us know. We'll be happy to help. So it looks like a lot of people are chiming in to help them. We got one person mentioning Darth Coin's article somewhere in here. I thought I saw it, but I guess I didn't. Somebody mentioned it. Maybe it's the wrong one. Yeah, here it goes. From Drita, he says, have you planned to use Darth Coin's guide to escape to El Salvador? He goes, oh, this looks great. So I heard from somebody today, just like the conference, that people are moving to El Salvador. It's like people actually there. And I think Max and Stacy are coming tomorrow. So I think South America, man. It's
a place to be.
It's and we know Francisco and all the stuff that he's doing next month. So
Central America, he's in between them. That's the best place to be.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I think it's going to be an interesting decade. Yeah.
Oh, all the decades are interesting,
especially this one. The next top story is NFL Survivor Pool 2023. Buy-ins are open. This is 143,000 sats, 63 comments. NFL Survivor 2023. This is a Meta August 24th post. What happened here? Did you just get a funding from an NFL superstar? What's going on?
Yeah, we had Barry Johnson. I assume that's some kind of running back's name at one point, but no, I don't. Yeah, Joe Montana is now a Stacker News.
And then he tagged all these people. What are you running, like gambling casino here?
I don't know. I mean, I actually haven't been following this too well. I mean, I was mostly alerted to it by.
It's like Ezekias is getting involved.
Ezekias is in on it, dude. I don't know.
Man.
I don't believe he even follows American football. But.
Should we be alarmed here at PlebLab? The raid?
The raid?
The raid is coming.
What raid?
I don't know. The FBI is raiding.
I mean, you might get raided for the illegal activities you normally engage in.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. But what is this? I mean, no, seriously, what's going on here? What is this? Is this betting? What is going on?
Oh, I don't know. I think it's this is like a thing that people do. It's like a dad game. Like you bet on, I think you end up betting who's going to win the games in football. And I think you progressively lose your
Is it a website?
Lose
or
your
is it
place.
It's not.
It's on Stacker News. They're coordinating it through Stacker News.
Doggy. Cool. Remember that time I mentioned? I was like, vote something upwards to the top 5 because we'll talk about things we probably don't want to talk about. This is one of those times.
Oh no, they didn't upvote it for that. They upvoted it to enter into the Survivor pool.
Wow.
Cool. I mean, I don't know.
I don't know, but how does it work though?
So how does what work? They have a guide. If you look in the comments, you might have scrolled too far down. No, I think if you go down a little further, there's a link that someone shares.
This one?
Yep, that one. We are all Satoshi shared.
So what happens here? Oh, the following folks have expressed interest in participating. Buying is 10,000 sats. by September 4th. Gosh, they have a whole thing here.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
It's the rules. God, you guys are so weird about this kind of stuff. But yeah, it looks like they're playing a game, like a little fun game with some sats.
YOLO. I guess Keon's just like YOLO. Hey, great post. I love it. I love seeing stackers innovate. This is innovating with the NFL, I guess. The next top story is how Bitcoin changed me. This is the final post. Yeah, this is the final post. This is the last post of the week. How Bitcoin changed me. This is 26 comments, 15,000 sats from Natalia. August 23 Bitcoin post. What is this?
Yeah, Natalia just stopped by to write about her experience, coming to Bitcoin. Sounded like she was working. She said she had a soul-crushing financial consulting job, and I believe she was in what she described at one point as a communist country, and she has since moved on. But she's just kind of, like what changed in her after she found Bitcoin. She was originally kind of shit coining, although she was, running a node using Umbrel. But she describes like a lot of more like unrelated changes to Bitcoin, I'd say. Things like moving to a small town, taking her health more seriously, changing her spending habits is maybe a little more directly related to her Bitcoin stuff. But I remember Natalia being on Stacker News a while ago, and it's good to see her back. She has a shout out to Darth Coin in there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, about Darth. I realized that we are actually born free and don't need anything but truth. Massive thanks to Darth Coin introducing me to natural law. So, yeah, full circle here. Practicing flag theory. She doesn't describe where she is currently located, but pretty awesome.
Pretty cool. David in the comments saying, impressive journey. Are you still working in finance or focusing on building? I think a lot of us are a simpler path. Moved to South America late last year, less so for flag theory and more for peace of mind and to live in a more real world. Feels much healthier being around people with a slower pace of life and more open minds. Curious if you sought out any communities or like-minded people in your area. Then Natalia says, "Ugh, I shared a link there, but I should have posted long-form content instead."
Yeah.
Yeah. Looks like everybody's moving to South America. When are you moving to South America, Keyan?
Whenever Austin, falls, basically. That's when I'll move to
South America. So would you go to El Salvador or where would you
go? Where would I go?
This is from Blockchain Boogie. It says, great post, have some stats. Clap, clappity clap.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where I'd go. Wherever is good. I don't really, it doesn't much matter to me. I just need a good internet connection and I need to feel like I'm
part of the community.
Yeah, unrestricted part of a community. There needs to be people there who I feel like I share values with. That's basically it.
Yeah, that's cool. That's all the top 5 stories of the week. We're going to get into our top stories. I'm going to share mine really quickly because, we got a lot. I just want to share this Startup Day. So we had Startup Day on Tuesday. Was it Tuesday? Yeah, Tuesday. Parker Lewis come in. He, presented there. Really explained Zaprite really well. I was really, really impressed. So we had that. We had some guys come in from out of town to like Sovereign Stack. We had Farscapian there. He was going over his project. We had who else did we have? We had Hunter coming in there talking about RGB stuff. And then we also had the guys here at the lab doing the Lightning Box stuff. So yeah, I haven't checked it out. Check it out. It's really cool. There's tons of talks. This one was my favorite talk of the day. It was Ben Price. We got Justin from Voltage, Sahil from Bitcoin Talent Agency. We got Vivek from CoinKite, and then Brandy was heading the panel. But just dropping some straight up knowledge on building a Bitcoin company. It was so good, so good. But just wanted to share that one. The other thing I wanted to share was Pulsar. So the guys here in the lab, I think it was Austin and Super, right? They made Pulsar. This is getting a lot of people are checking it out now, but it's really cool. Have you played with it at all, Keyan?
No, but so what it allows you to do is send to have group chats that are that don't kind of leak all the metadata that they ordinarily would on Nostr.
Yeah, as you can see right there. I don't know if it came up. Did it come up now? I was showing it off Wednesday. We had our house party, but yeah, it's really cool. You should check it out. Where is the GitHub? I think it's gotten a lot of stars and quite a few people. Yeah, 16 stars, 3 forks. Yeah, people are doing it. It's really cool.
Both Austin and Super. That's a project from a collab.
Collab. And then the final story I want to share real quickly, Stackers, is Jimmy Songs. He did an AMA when he released his book this week. He said, "Hey everyone, my new book is out, and I've launched a special crowdfund." So yeah, it's really cool. Check it out. He has a whole trailer and everything. There's a whole trailer and everything around it. It's really cool. You can go in there. He's trying to get some crowdfund to, purchase, the stuff for the book and everything. It's really cool. He has different reward tiers. He's using Zaprite. So that's really cool.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, he's using Zaprite for the crowdfund. John has implemented that really cool feature now.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah. So Snackers, check it out. Support Jimmy. He was at BitBlock Boom right now signing books and stuff like that.
So. Wow, he already met his goal of $5,000.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah. So that's really cool. The next top story is Keyan's. These are Keyan's top story. This is Alex Gladstein at PubKey from Siggy47. 17 comments, 14,000 sats, August 21st. Bitcoin post, baby.
Yeah, I love Siggy's posts, and he goes back to PubKey this week and for an Alex Gladstein talk and describes his experience there. We don't have to go over it too much. I mean, most of us are kind of familiar with Alex.
Just a smash burger?
Wow. No, it's a chopped cheese. It's a very New York City thing.
It's a lot of bread.
It's found in bodegas throughout Upper Manhattan, Brooklyn, the Bronx, Queens. It's made on the grill with ground beef, onions, adobo, and cheese, and then they're chopped together. So it's kind of like a variation on
sandwich
on a Philly cheesesteak.
Interesting.
Kind of
in Texas, you get a little bit more meat in there. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, they're big on bread in New York City. Yeah. Bagels, all that kind of stuff. Pizza.
Good to see, though. I want to see a picture of that smash burger.
Yeah, pretty great.
Smash burger.
He talks about how this time it was a very different crowd at PubKey, and this time there was a lot of people using Bitcoin as payment.
Nice.
He himself used Phoenix Wallet as becoming like a wallet many Bitcoiners want to use now that it has this really simple splicing and channel management stuff.
Is splicing on iOS yet or no? I thought it was just on Android.
I'm not sure. I haven't used it. But he said a lot of the other crowd there were Galaxy Digital people. And so there were more people spending Bitcoin. He said he didn't overhear any shitcoiners talking about anything. So very different crowd this time, and speaks to like how diverse the crowd is there.
Gladstein usually brings in that type of crowd at the Commons. He's done multiple appearances there at the Bitcoin Commons, and always a great time. Very informative. It's like he brings knowledge with him. It's a weird kind of aura, but I enjoy it.
Yeah, great. Yeah, pretty cool. I guess he went over his new book.
That's a heavy title.
I'd love to learn about this. Like, actually, I feel like it'd be really. I'd love to be able to drop facts on the IMF. If I go out to dinner or something, just like drop it on people. But
yeah, that's a hard font red, but it gets a point across.
Yeah, great one from Siggy.
Yeah, with the Stackers say, thanks for another report from NYC with the flavor of chopped cheese. Good to hear. Good to hear the D bags were gone. Siggy47 said, I couldn't come right out and say it, but you read between the lines. Cool. The Keyan's next top story is Lightning Labs Bolt 12 offers when the pigs will fly. This is JK14, August 21st, 46 comments, 5,000K boost, 3,362 cents. What is this, Keyan? This looks like drama.
Yeah, it is a bit a drama. I think JK14 is upset with LND's roadmap for Bolt 12 and is upset that it's likely not coming. I think, what is the year he gives them? He's predicting it'll come out in 2026. I think that's pretty bearish. The the L&D team moves pretty fast, and even though they're small, but he's kind of, what does he say? He says they have a single increase in minor version numbers once per year. And given that this is slated for version 18, it'll be another 2 to 3 years before we see Bolt 12 in L&D. I think that's pretty bearish. I'm not so sure. It seems like they're moving on it, but this is like kind of, I guess this is like this is their planned roadmap, and it can change.
Yeah.
And you could see them they're telling you like the phases in which they're going to progress towards Bolt 12.
As far as like a technical roadmap, how does that work? Do you typically push it out longer and then you move it up eventually? Or is it more of like how does like technical roadmaps differ from like, somebody like me who has like product roadmaps or something? Like, are they any different or about the same?
I'm not really sure what a product roadmap means, like in practice, but I would guess that it is quite different, because it would maybe, if depending on the type of product you're working on, you can maybe do things in parallel, and one thing doesn't depend on another thing you do earlier.
That makes sense.
Yeah, with technical stuff, because it tends to be quite difficult, it's like you can't jump to the peak of the mountain and then jump back down to the bottom and then jump to the middle. You kind of have to go from the bottom to the top. And this is kind of, the roadmap is describing basically that process where it's like broken down in phases. But
it's interesting because we had Damien here doing Bolt 12 stuff, but it was on Core Lightning, and then we had Core Lightning. I was gonna say C Lightning, Core Lightning, and then there was somebody I met at the conference right now, who's doing something Core Lightning Bolt 12 related. Got him punched for next startup day in March. So I think at least from what I could gather, and I'm just a person on the ground, but it seems like the core team are moving in that direction already, huh? Or do you pay attention to the core
I think they've been a little more they've been the biggest champions of Bolt 12, the Core Lightning team, and so they're very excited about it. I think they were more or less the first movers on splicing, even though we're seeing it in products that are not using Core Lightning already. And they are definitely, I think they came up with the initial proposal for Bolt 12, and so are the most bullish. I think even Rusty Russell created a bolt12.org describing arguing for the Bolt.
So there's 3 teams that I know of right now working on Bolt 12 Core Lightning stuff, and then I think Damien said in his presentation that somebody has him working on an L&D thing for it. So go check that out. This presentation for Startup Day. If you want to learn more. This is from 03308330BF9. He said, Bolt 12 is regarded. Onion messages are Tor all over again. Slow and unreliable, and it won't work without making the network more custodial. If you think managing payment channels is hard now, comm channels will be 10 times worth. Bolt 12 is an attack on the network being pushed by NGOs, and as coiners, there's no grassroots development, just salaried devs backed with shady funding. Fortunately, LL is sane, might be why it's only implementation that matters, and they don't have to affinity scam as core to do it. That's kind of harsh. We got 03DF1CD585. He said, most stupid comment of the month award.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we have an L&D bull coming into the
you got Iguana. He said Blockstream and Async are now S coiners. Wow. And then it gets into all the drama. If you want to go off and like read this stuff, go to this post. But we just wanted to cover it because we think it's, I don't know. Why do we want to cover it, Keyan? Because you think it's important?
I think it's a relevant point of drama. Like, of all the points of drama that are currently going on, this is one I think that actually maybe matters, because we have some implementations moving to do it. Unlike the drive chain stuff, which is just kind of is mostly talk.
Dude, I had to sit through a dinner conversation yesterday where they were just talking about drive chain stuff.
Yeah,
I was so done.
Yeah, it's a lot of it's just a little bit, I don't know. There's like, with most infighting, it tends to be intellectually dishonest and like not really respecting the other side very much. So
this seems, I don't know if it's getting the Bitcoiners and the developers passionate about something, there's I say where there's smoke, there's fire. So good or bad, who knows? Maybe they're cooking in an amazing dish there. Maybe the building's on fire. Too Keyan.
Whoa. Wow. You could sit down for dinner expecting amazing dish and it's just you just end up on fire.
It's like the meme with the guy he's like, this is fine. You never know.
I hope we're fine.
Yeah, we're fine. Your other top story was DOS fake lightning channels. This is from Coob, 8 comments. Why didn't this get voted? What's going on here?
Oh, I posted it really late. So that was I posted it like midnight. That was the party night at PlebLab. And I ended up posting that. But so basically what this is quite a while ago, this was discovered and basically all implementations were vulnerable to this bug where you could open up many lightning channels with a node that you never actually followed through to establish. And you could effectively you could basically exhaust the resources of that lightning node and take it down. And so it's kind of fun about this. Maybe if you're not super technical and maybe don't care about this.
Just real quick, wouldn't Voltage or like Bitrefill or some of these other ones who do this as a service, wouldn't they already have this problem though? Or no?
No, this isn't like a natural problem. This is someone is attacking you. Someone wants your node. Someone wants your node to go down. This attack might have, so someone discovered this attack way before this announcement was released. So like normal kind of responsible disclosure is you contact the developers of the software out of band, let them know that this vulnerability exists. Who knows who contacted the protocol devs about this. And then with the protocol devs secretly patch the software. Release the software, encourage people to update more than usual. They're very like, you need to update, please update. And then, 6 months, a year later, 18 months later, they say, oh, by the way, there was this pretty serious vulnerability in the software, which is why we were that we patched way back, 18 months ago, which is why we were encouraging you to upgrade. And so that's what this is.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, yeah, this is from Matt Morehouse. Cool. Well, Keyan, thank you for bringing it to people's attention. Looks like we are Satoshi. He says this is a good example of why running a lightning node is non-trivial and carries risk. It's definitely not set it and forget it. You've got to stay on top of it. Monitor for new updates, especially for security issues like this one. We got Sime. He says, I often think about it. Every home could have lightning node. Things like this worry me, though. So,
yeah, this only applies if you're accepting new channels from people. Yeah, so
that's good.
Yeah.
Cool. And that's all the stories that we have this week, Stackers. Let's jump into super stats of the week. Is that what it's called?
Super stat segment.
Yeah, let's do it. So what is this here? We got top stackers.
We got top stackers. Let's see. Bird Eye stacking almost 200,000 sats. NFL survivor pool, quite big. Car's concerned about the feds. And Siggy 47, 100K.
Dude, the feds are all around us.
Sats stacked. Aren't they, though? Carlos Fandango. 54.6. Eli, look at me. I'm like the lowest on the list in a long time. It's fantastic to see. A B Bitcoin USA.
Jimmy got 25K sats.
Look at the whole list. I mean, it's tens of thousands of sats.
I've been seeing more rod posts too.
This is the
new stackers entering in here. It looks like
lots of new stackers, and this list is probably the most stacked with sats. Like the most people with above. It looks like on average.
It's crazy because I got a lot of sats this week. I don't think I'll show up here.
But yeah, you have to go if you have we have hundreds of Stacker News
too. Look at that. Look at all that.
Earning thousands of sats.
PlebLab got some stuff too. Yeah. Awesome. Then we got the most boring segment in Bitcoin. I didn't get pulled aside about this segment. But one day a stacker will come to me and be like, continually will come up to me, Keyan. He'll say, hey, can you guys get rid of this segment? What segment is this, Keyan?
It's a segment where we have the best users and the best human beings alive. And we chronicle them on Stacker News and their worthiness
with the cowboy hat.
Of a cowboy hat. And it looks like Siggy 47 holds the title right now. It's the longest.
Wow,
longest running streak.
182,000 sats spent.
It's not even that much. I mean, look at it.
That's a lot.
No, but it's like it's 25% of what he stacked. Like that's pretty awesome.
Look at Zekias, 590K sats spent.
Again, 25% of what he has stacked, which is pretty
Circular
awesome.
economy on Stacker News.
Orthworm is net a spender, which is pretty. He's more like me. Like I've almost spent 10%, 1/10 of a Bitcoin.
You spent more than you stacked? Wow.
Yeah, almost twice as much.
That's good. I love that. Maybe there should be like a percentage here. What do you think? No.
I think we could do the math. I think we're all capable.
Car can't do the math. All right, this is good. I think that's all we got for today's Stacker News Live. Keyan, what are you doing this weekend?
What am I doing? I don't know. I might go thinking about having a beer with the Mutiny fam.
Oh, look
tonight.
at you. What are you going to do? Where are you going?
I don't know yet. I don't know. It's a secret location. These Mutiny guys, they're very private.
Secret.
Yeah.
I can't confirm or deny they were at our events this week. I can't confirm.
That's right. There's no confirming or denying that. Allegedly, they might have been.
Allegedly. I don't know. I don't know. I definitely, it's funny that we were talking about this. I was just talking about this now, but I was like, yeah, I definitely feel more concerned about my privacy these days than I ever have. And I don't know if it's because like it's a mutiny effect or what, or if it's just because Austin,
all the illegal activities.
No, it's just shut up. Yeah, right. I go to church every week, Keyan. I
dude, that's a perfect cover, bro.
Confess on my sins. Just ask my pastor or my priest. I don't know, man. I don't know. I just feel like I think the privacy thing is getting a little more serious now, especially with all the turmoil in the world. It definitely feels. Definitely feels like there somebody out there is up to something nefarious to try to pull the wool over the people of the world again. It definitely feels like that's coming in September or October. I don't know why. What do you think? Do you get those spidey senses?
No, not really. I don't think.
I hope not.
I think it's more of a general slide into economic trouble. That's mostly what
Let's hope they don't use a cover this time. Let's hope they just own it.
What cover did they use last time?
The COVID stuff.
I see. You think the COVID stuff was cover for?
I think it was perfectly timed.
Okay. So not a coincidence, more so they wanted to print all that money and they were just using COVID as an excuse. Is that
what I think? That's what I think.
Yeah. I don't know. I wouldn't say that's true, but I mean, you have the coincidence on your side. So who knows?
Let's hope they don't do that again.
Yeah, that'd suck. I don't want to get locked down. What are you doing this weekend?
Just turned into a doomer pod.
Yeah. What podcast is this? Alex Jones.
Nah, it's been a long week, man. I'm so tired. So tired, Keyan. It's been a long week. This weekend, gonna be at BitBlock booth. If you see me, come by the PlebLab, the booth. We got all the plebs there. Michael Framoshi, we're signing autographs out there, dude.
Autographs?
Yeah.
What?
Like, I've gotten like 3 people come up to you wanting an autograph. Wow. One of them was for an auction. The other one was just Tidwell acting goofy, and the third one just a random pleb.
Okay, the random pleb is the only real one, but still one is amazing.
I don't know, man. It's going crazy.
That's crazy.
No, I think because we have Michael found all the vintage BitBlock boom shirts, so we're signing them. He's signing one side, I'm signing the other side. And then I had like random 4 or 5 people that were there that were talking to me like, oh, I remember that night, all this stuff. So that's kind of cool.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So it's gonna be cool. We're gonna go get some pleb steak tonight, and then
party hard.
And then be out
party
there,
soft.
Be out there talking to all the Bitcoiners, and then do it all again next week.
Really? There's BitBlock Boom too?
No, it's just life in Austin. Every week is like a conference here in Austin.
That's true.
It's very true. All right, cool. With that, we'll see you next time, Stackers.
Zap.